Hi guys, we're super excited. We are on the way to go wine tasting. Much worse than here. But anyway guys, we've just arrived, so stay tuned. Today, I'm super excited. We, as you can probably see, are at a winery and we are going to be sampling some local wines, and we are going to bring you with us for our first ever vlog. Now, this is a little bit naughty because we are not actually meant to be drinking. We decided that
that is dry
we
January.
are going to try no, not dry I can't even speak, and I haven't even had anything to drink yet, but
Just wait till after.
But the whole idea is that we are supposed to be losing our pastel di nata pounds, is what I call them. And there's not much of them, but still I wanted to try and be good. And we ended up here. So
All for you guys.
join us for a drink, okay? And I can't wait. This is our first time we've ever been to a winery in Portugal. And we think that...
That's a crime.
Yeah, it is. And we actually think, on a serious note, that Portuguese wine is seriously underrated.
Absolutely.
So actually, this would be a great chance to find out much more about what wines are made, how they're made, and just let you guys know how fabulous they are. Because we've had lots of restaurant and supermarket wine, but we haven't come to a winery and seen the whole engine room and how it's all made and grown and produced. So we're super excited.
And what makes Portuguese wine special?
Well,
We're probably going to learn that.
absolutely. And we can't wait. Really looking forward to it. So come along.
Let's jump into it.
Yeah. See you shortly. Boa tarde. So pretty in here. We booked for a wine tour. Hi, I finally get to meet you.
Finally. So welcome to Talmiara.
Thank you. Almiara. Okay, I just wanted to know how to say the name correctly.
Oh, Almiara.
Almiara, okay.
I always say that we are so happy because we are like 30 minutes away from Lisbon.
Yes.
And we can get to any other country so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are not in Lisbon.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
and
amazing.
We have the sea so close.
Yeah, it's so perfect. We haven't lived here long, but we love it.
So, and it was not the best time because of all this virus stuff and
of
all
course,
that.
yeah.
But well, I think it's now controlled, and
yes.
you will see how it
slowly start picking up again. I hope. So yeah.
So usually we start the tour outside when it's a nice day like today.
Okay.
So you might be a bit cold. See how I am.
No, I'm so hot.
Yeah, because you were outside.
Okay.
You were outside.
Yes.
Here we always need
Oh,
to
the
have
air conditioning you have here as
we
well.
don't have air conditioning.
Oh.
We have so high ceilings because it's the ideal temperature for the wine.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So this one is cold, but that one is even colder.
Okay.
So that's the old building. So it was here when we arrived and all that. So
okay.
It must always be
A low temperature. Yeah. Okay.
We just have, it's not air conditioning, it's hair extraction. I don't know how to say. You know, when it's the harvest.
The fans.
The
You had-
fans.
Yeah.
We have 4 big fans.
Okay.
While the fermentation is
It's happening. Okay.
Otherwise, we could not come inside the building in the next morning.
Okay.
If there was a problem with the fan,
Yeah.
because we get no oxygen just
Yeah.
outside, you know, and it's really a dangerous situation that
Yes.
might occur here.
Yes. Yeah.
Usually it doesn't occur, but it
Okay.
has happened once,
Oh,
and I
wow.
just opened the door and I had to leave immediately because
Wow.
there was no air. One of the fans
Had broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
So-
gosh.
But not now, just
Okay.
while harvesting, because we usually have like 7 or 8 tanks fermenting at the same time.
Okay.
So that's huge. But we'll see that. So
Yes.
now can we go outside for a while?
Yes. Yeah. I want to also film here. It's so beautiful.
Oh, okay. Whenever
Yeah.
you,
It's
yeah.
amazing. Do you want to get some?
So,
okay.
basically, because this was such a, industrial building,
Yes.
high ceiling, most of the stuff we had to, build it from the scratch.
Oh, wow.
All the lights we had to build it. So
Wow, it's
we couldn't find
amazing.
anything as big and cheap or affordable.
Yes. Yes.
So we asked our maintenance team, and they come up with this nice idea. So.
How old is the winery?
So the new part here,
Yeah.
it was finished in 2015,
Okay.
and by the end of 2016 we were opening to the public with a wedding, an event.
Oh wow.
And then from 17 we were starting with wine tourism and all that, and the bottles and all that. But we are here in Talmiara since 2004.
Okay.
The family, Mr. José Constantino family, he bought the property, 65 hectares of land.
Wow.
Here in Talmiara. We bought it in 2004, so it was from a very ancient family, and it was actually the property was separated by 2 heirs, and they decided to sell the property, so
Okay.
they were not in this business.
Okay.
So Mr. José Constantino bought the property. Some of the vineyards were already here. Others was just land without anything, just for crops. So, but the purpose was always the vineyards. So
Okay.
we started at that time having more vineyards and increasing the capacity. So the old cellar outside was already here. So it's actually the only building that's been here for centuries.
So it's the original. Yeah, the original. Wow.
All the newest part, it was just finished in 2015.
Okay.
Because we had also bought in 2017 another big another big property with 67.5 hectares.
Wow.
We need more storage
Yes.
capacity.
Yes.
That's why we had to build this new.
It's incredible. It's so impressive, isn't it? It's
So let's move on.
okay. Thank
So-
you. Wow, amazing. Wow, I love it. I really, really love it.
So it's really quiet.
Yes, yeah. This is what I love. We were living in London, so this for us is like the perfect contrast of tranquility now.
So Mr. José Constantino, he is the founder of Quinta da Almiara. So at the moment, Quinta da Almiara is on its 3rd generation. So Marcia is actually the granddaughter of Mr. José Constantino, and Mr. José Constantino's son Edgar is the one in charge of the wine here and all the properties.
Okay.
His daughter, Elizabeth, she's in charge of the cod industry. So they began their business by buying fresh cod
Okay.
and then transforming it in bacalhau.
Oh
as
yes,
you know,
yes,
right?
yes. very famous in Portugal.
So whenever he was having profit in that business, he was investing in properties and vineyards.
Okay.
Until today, he already bought 180 hectares of land, and at the moment we have 162 hectares of vineyards. So we've just finished this big property here on the right side of the road. So it's our newest vineyard.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
here we arrived in 2004. As I told you, we only could work with the white building. Actually, it's the ancient cellar, I would call it. And when we got here, it's not how it is today. So it mainly had oak barrels and two tanks for stomping the grapes with the feet.
With the feet.
We decided to keep that.
Oh.
And we'll see it in a moment.
Great.
And then along the way, we actually needed to improve to get more space. So that's in 2015 we got this new building. So the building has no purpose. So it was not built with any intention.
Okay.
So it was just the idea of the family to make something different.
Yeah.
And also the idea of the architect is a friend of the family.
Okay.
And he lives in the nearby village.
Okay.
So and it had to be different.
I was going to ask you about the building because it stands out. It's so different.
Yeah.
And about the architecture, what was the thinking behind
Well, there was no thinking. Actually, at first the building was just like a square.
Yeah.
And the family decided it was just another regular cellar, something that has already been done. So they asked him to make some changes or to improve it.
Yeah.
And when he came up with this idea, they said, okay, this is nice.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It's different, but we will work with earth colors so that it won't kind of, be improper here.
Yes, so it fits in with the with the environment.
That's what they decided this.
Yeah.
So if it was September, and you should return in September to see all the process being made here.
Yes, we will.
So if it was September, all the tractors would be coming in. That yellow platform there is actually our scale.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All the tractors are weighted there.
Yeah.
They need to say which grape variety they are bringing in from each parcel.
Okay.
This is so that we can, in the future, go back and make traceability from the bottle to the grape.
Okay.
If there's a problem,
so you can trace it.
We can trace it from where it began.
Okay.
So after that, he actually goes in that tank. Now it's closed for safety reasons.
Sure.
Because it has a screw system that will smash all the grapes inside the winery. At the same time, it will remove all the leaves and all the branches that came together with the grapes.
So it's a filter also.
Yes.
Okay.
It has a weight cell, and he knows that if it's a branch or a leaf or if it's actually the grape. So after that,
very clever technology. Wow.
Yeah. So after that, all the process it's done inside. Okay, and I'll show you the next step on the way.
Okay.
Now I'll invite you to go and see the old cellar.
Okay.
And
so I'll grab a jacket and this is amazing. I could come every day to drink.
Yes, you can actually come because we are selling the wine by glass, so you can have your glass and just go outside.
Oh, yeah, we should. But when we can have, we have a big family, so when we have family come to visit, then we could always bring them for the tour, and I think we'll do that.
So here, as you may notice, is all resting.
Yes.
So when we got here, the only things that's still the same, it's the ceiling, which is it was actually the ancient wisdom So it's prepared in order that in winter you get even cooler temperatures inside than outside, and in summer, because we don't have any wine here, so it doesn't. It's not important if it's hot outside, because here it will be fresh than even outside. So, what we decided to keep it was the cement tanks, and you know the as we call it lagar. So lagar it's the name of the place where they used to.
Is it to wash?
Yes. Yeah. Not to wash.
To clean.
No, to stomp. You know.
To stomp. Wow. Okay.
So this is this was. Replaced by the tank that I told you outside. Yes. You know, with the screw system. Yeah. So this is actually
old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned way.
Okay.
So somewhere in the future, we hope that we'll be able to actually recreate the ancient way of doing the harvesting and making the wine.
That would be
so
amazing.
Maybe we'll get there. Because Mr. José Constantino grandson, Simão, he has just finished his degree on a winemaking, so it's officially a winemaking.
Wow.
So probably we'll get there.
Yeah, you know? a wine family. I love it.
So here at Talmiara, we actually have two different business around the wine. Okay. So we have 90% of our business is selling the wine in bulk. To clients that they have their brands, but they don't have enough wine at their property. So they come to us and they ask for Lisbon wine, region Lisbon wine, and we sell it. Okay. And then 1% of the business is our bottles with our brand. So it's here that we actually make our wines. So at the bottom you can actually see that we have small tanks. So those are the tanks that we use for our bottles. Okay. Here on the left you have the storage tanks, and on the right, the ones with the circles, those are the fermentation tanks. Okay. So first the grapes go inside the fermentation tank. They stay there for 2 or 3 days depending on the weather conditions, the temperatures that the grapes arrive here. And after that, they just remove all the seeds, the peeling, and you know the pulp, and the wine is ready to be stored. Okay. For us, we actually, for our bottles, we do a different way of the fermentation. It takes around 2 or 3 weeks. And we call it couvaison. So the couvaison will actually allow the wine to be a bit more, you know, strong, smooth, better taste in the mouth, so a bit more treated, if we may say. So that's basically what we have here. So in Quinta da Almiara, we only have 2 white varieties. We have Fernão Pires, a Portuguese variety, and Muscatel. For the reds, we have different ones. We have Syrah, we have Turiga Nacional, we have Merlot, Alicante Boucher, Caladoc, I don't know, a lot of them. Yeah. Castelão, also a Portuguese one. Yeah. So at the moment, all our production is, the bulk production is sold. And we are already taking care of the vineyards for next harvest. Wow. So everything is going on the right path. Yes.
How many harvests do you have per year?
Just one. Just in September. Okay. Usually it's September, but we have had years that by the last week of August we were already starting, depending on the alcohol grade on the grape. So we always start with the whites, because we want a white not with a high alcohol grade. So whenever the guys notice that the grade is around 11.5, 12, it's a sign that we need to start harvesting. Okay. And then, because we are just having our own grapes, so we are not buying grapes from any other producer, we can actually control the grade inside the winery. So today I can be harvesting on the north side of the property, but tomorrow I might be on the other end of the property because it's depending on the grade of the grapes and not on what is better for us or it's less expensive or whatever. So it's the quality control actually starts there. Because you are already saying that, well, if it's 9% alcohol, so it's not good for you. So let it stay for, I don't know, a week or two and see how it goes. So it starts actually in the vineyard, this control quality process actually starts there.
So interesting, huh?
Oh, this must be a cheap wine. And it's not, it's a really nice wine. So we are not in this market for that.
So where would I typically be seeing the wines if I went to a restaurant?
In a restaurant,
where else?
Local groceries here. Some restaurants on the way to Peniche or on your way to Seychelles and Lisbon also. Some garrafeiras in Lisbon, you know. And then in Germany, in Holland.
Wow, fully international.
Not fully, but getting there.
Getting there,
So I forgot to tell you, but it's actually Quinta da Almiara. Well, the front desk is me and Marcia. And it's actually, we are doing the wine tourism, the exports, and you know.
So you have
this is a family business, you know. It's a family business, so we're always helping whenever it's needed. So
it's really good.
So that's why we are getting there. We have been to some wine events, wine fairs, and it's been a nice experience. Meaning that the people, they are buying the wines because they like the wines, not because you have a famous label. We'll get there, I hope. But it's actually the wine is selling for itself. So it's been nice, and we have been increasing the numbers, even with the last year. That for us it was our best year in the bottle business. So also the online store, it was something that a year ago we would not be thinking, and we started, and it has been getting more clients every month. So
and do you think that COVID has had an impact with more people drinking and
well, I think so. Because actually, to be honest, is the only thing that you were allowed to do. Staying at home and be happy.
Exactly.
So that's because we were having people asking us to deliver. So they called us, and so we had a talk, and we'll send it. And then we decide, no, people should be allowed to choose what they want, and to, you know, people are a bit more easy to work with that tools now. And for us, I know that in the US and outside, everybody's doing online shopping, but here it's something that now is, you know, at medium rate, if we'd say, but it was a huge increase since last year. And people were just, so I'll just order and I'll have it delivered. So it was really nice experience. It has been. So we have some loyal clients that we know that they
need the wine.
So I think that COVID adds some awful stuff, but it also made us, you know, to think outside the box
differently,
and you know, to get to people in another way, not just be waiting for people to come to us, but actually we need to go to the client, and you know,
I think
and
that's
you know, or giving samples, or you know, just have the wine experienced and see how it goes.
No, that's great.
So we have to take something positive out of that.
Absolutely, of course, of course.
So we are always learning from, you know, even if it's a bad stuff, I say, I can fall twice, but I always have to get up. So
absolutely.
no worries if we fell, you know.
When we were living in the UK, there was one company who actually they wanted to do something different. So what they did is they offered online wine tasting. So they send you the kit to your home, then they're a box, yeah, and then they make a video. So it's not live.
Yeah.
They make a video once you get your wine, then you watch the video and then you enjoy your wine, and it has all the labels and everything for the wine. But I think it's really important to just think
the purpose is
ways.
so that you get to taste the wine, right?
Yes, yes.
That's the important. And after that, usually, people will like some of the labels that they've sent you. Probably will really enjoy one of that label. So
we're very happy.
Okay.
Very happy to be here.
So for us, it's really nice because you don't have a comparison term. You cannot
we have
compare.
nothing.
So we'll go down to the new winery and see how it goes.
That sounds great. Wow. That's just amazing.
So remember when I told you that the grapes would go inside that tank with the screw system? So through this pipe, all the grapes go inside the fermentation tank. So last year, 3,200,000 kilos of grapes entered through this pipe.
Wow!
How many bottles does that turn out to?
Well, we don't made any bottles, but we just multiply that for 0.75 because we are not selling all that in bottles. We're selling most of it in bulk.
Yes.
So, but it's a lot of
a lot.
A lot of bottles.
Gosh, it's so sophisticated.
It's just simple, you know.
Yeah.
We still miss some decor stuff, but we'll get there, you know. So on this side,
should we close the door?
Oh, it's not a problem. So let's just have it. So here we have quantity.
I mean, you would say.
So each of those can hold 100,000 liters.
Okay.
So if we were just improving from the old cellar, it has to be something that could hold the 3,000 million kilos that we actually have. So we can actually control that capacity because it's our maximum capacity. Because every year we have a new vineyard. So the ones that we planted this year, so we are not counting with them for our total harvest capacity. So meaning that this year we won't have any problem with the capacity to storage all the wine because we have, I don't know, maybe 15 hectares of new vineyards. So we always control that.
Yeah.
We always replace a vineyard when it's not, it has not been a good performance in the quality and quantity. Okay. Because we rely on quality, but in quantity also. Yes. So, say that one was 14 years old. So it was not giving the best performance. So the administration decided, and the winemaker, she decided that it was time to replace that. Yes. So the oldest vineyard that we have here, it's around 16 years. So and then it's always relying on the quantity and the quality. Okay. Moving on a bit forward. So here it's the same as it was upstairs. So those are the fermentation tanks. Those are the storage tanks. Once the fermentation is finished, they are used also as storage tanks. Sure. So we just turn off the computer. So all the fermentations here are computer controlled. So all the grapes that go in through that pipe that you saw on the stairs, they will be actually upstairs. The computer knows that today we will be filling the 37 and the 36.
Gotcha.
It just it stops when it gets 80 tons of grapes. It stops the process and it moves to the other one.
Next one.
The next one, yes. And 3 or 4 days here, 2-3 days, more or less, the fermentation. Then we remove the liquid. After that, we open that door and all the remains going through this same screw system, and they will be delivered at the air compressed tank.
Okay.
So there we will get the maximum of liquid that we want.
Yeah.
And the seeds and the peelings, they will be left outside, and they will be delivered at distilleries for making aguardente. Have you tried aguardente?
No.
So it's a kind of a grappa, as if it were in Italy, or a vodka. It looks like vodka, it's crystal clear. And this aguardente is traditional from Portugal, and it's
I have to try.
I don't know, around 40% alcohol, so it's
Sounds
really
great.
tough. Yeah, you just have it in small zips, otherwise you won't get it.
Yeah.
So this process is highly controlled by the Portuguese authorities.
Yes.
Because it's actually, we are dealing with such a dangerous, we may say dangerous if it's not correctly distilled, So it's whenever we have a truck, a tank that is leaving from here, we need to advise the authorities, and when it gets to the distillery, they also need to advise the authorities that they got the same amount that we
that left here. Wow.
So
okay.
it's really...
I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It's almost like drugs.
Yeah, I was just thinking next it'll be the police police patrol with the
so
tank.
this region was always a region of vineyards. Every family has its own wine.
Yeah.
So this was the process for the red. If we are talking about the white wine, the grapes go before inside the air compressed system, and they squeeze them, get the liquid, and only the liquid goes inside the fermentation tanks.
Okay.
And that happens because the color is on the peeling. And if you get the peeling and all that inside, we will have like yellow wine,
Yeah.
So it's just, the fermentation occurs just with the liquid, not with the sealings, the pulp,
Sure.
and the, whatever
That makes
we had in the...
sense.
Okay, so that's just a small difference here. Now, I'll show you the back of the property. Okay.
I was thinking that would make a good straw, so you could just drink straight out of the tank.
So,
Amazing.
so just that.
So
now it's
incredible.
all
So
already with the
incredible.
leaves. For my favorite season is autumn.
Oh, yes.
Because here we have a lot of reds.
Yeah.
So we don't have the whites here. The whites are 6 kilometers away from the ocean.
Okay.
The whites should be closer.
Is that the best
Yes,
location
yes.
for whites? Okay.
Because you get the whites if you had a very hot day
Yeah.
near the sea, you always get the breeze, so the grapes are always, resting,
Yes.
if we may say.
Yeah.
Here we just have the reds. So if it was autumn, you would see different colors, like from reds to browns to
Yes.
golden ones
Yeah.
to yellows. So it's really, really nice. It's my favorite time of the year here. So here our property goes until those trees downstairs.
Oh yeah.
And then they go up again and again on the other side. So here is 65 acres of vineyards. So, and we also have always wind,
Yeah. Yes.
So our parish is named Ventosa. And if I translate that, it's windy. So
Well, that's true.
they say that whenever you have a Ventosa,
Yes.
it's a sign there are good wines there. Because in ancient times they don't have any pesticides and any fertilizer and all that. And because this is also it used to be a very rainy region. So you got the rain, but after that you got the wind. So and the grapes would get not with that mold and all that, So it's always windy here.
Yeah.
So. So as you can see around here, all of our neighbors, they have their own vineyards.
Yeah.
So. And on the other side of the hill, you have Torres Vedras.
Yes.
So.
Yes. We're very lucky. Yeah.
So if you don't like wine, you need to change.
Oh wow! I mean, I like wine. We like wine a bit too much. This is the problem, especially living in Portugal.
Oh, but it's like, you know, we here people are used to drink.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of you checking how much you can handle. Actually,
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then you have to see if you are drinking a red Turiga with 14% alcohol, you need, okay, this one I might just have a glass.
Yes.
But if you are having, I don't know, a vinho verde with 12 or less,
you can have more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I like this attitude.
Yeah, you should have wine from different regions so you can see how.
Yeah,
you know,
compare.
I'm staying at home, so I can have 2 glasses of
Turiga. 2, 3, or 4. It's amazing.
So let's just show you our bottles on this side.
But I really do think that Portuguese wine is so underrated compared to other countries.
You know,
do you have a theory about why that's the case?
For years, I don't know in Portugal, but for years the Lisbon region was not well referenced as quality wines because the weather conditions, the poor knowledge of the producers, I don't know, the lack of knowledge how to take advantage of the grapes. But it has changed a lot, and it has been difficult to change the people's perception of that. But we know whenever we go to a wine fair or a wine event, people are really surprised with the quality of the wines. Also, as I told you, sometimes the price is a bit, you know, not fair to the quality of the wine. And the general feedback that I have from the people visiting us is that if they were buying our wines at home, it would be expensive.
Much more expensive, yes.
Because of the quality that they are having here and the price they can't compare at home.
Yes.
Okay, we always ask them to come and live in Portugal.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true though, because we've had great wines. Even from Douro, and it tastes amazing, and we think, why is it so?
Why is it like €2 or €3?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
We always say that.
Yeah.
You can go to Lidl and have a really nice wine at €1.50 or €2, and the wine is nice. Yeah. So why it has to be so?
It doesn't have to be this cheap.
So I'm not an expert. You know, I just know to talk about our wines, and what the price we decide here is the price that we thought it was fair for the quality that we were giving
that's
to
good.
the client.
Okay,
so
very good.
That's why we are not willing to lower our prices.
And that's how it should be. Yeah. And there's a lot of work that goes into the production, and as you say, the quality control. So it's important.
So because we are not living on the bottles, we can do this because the bottles are actually Mr. José Constantino's hobby. Yeah. Oh, so he was not buying cars or playing golf or all that stuff. Yeah. So he was having pleasure in buying properties and growing vineyards. So this is actually, they do it because they are drinking it. So
it's a passion. So I love that.
And if I'm selling more bottles, it's better. But it's always saying, don't worry, don't worry. So it's really nice. He's 77. He's always around with his wife doing his morning walk around here.
I'd love to meet him.
Okay, so this is all my...
Just a few.
Yeah.
What you prepared earlier.
So we have here, it's our first Reserva. Yeah. So we had it made specially for a special edition of 3,000 bottles for his wedding and 5th wedding anniversary with Dona Esperança. And it was our surprise to him because when we get 77, what are you expecting to get on your birthday?
Your birthday, right? Yeah, that's true.
So it was, his favorite variety is Turiga Nacional. We have a great Turiga Nacional here, so we decided to make a different
limited edition.
Yes. And it turns out really nice. I think I have some upstairs, and you will be able to try it. So now I'll just show you the venue upstairs,
Okay.
and then we'll
Yeah,
just
that
start the
sounds
tasting.
great.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, are the tastings, are they family friendly? So if you're coming here on holiday or you want to come with your younger children, are children welcome to
Oh yes,
come
they
and...
just can't have a taste.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Although,
No, usually we have like some orange juice or something.
It might make them coma.
well, not ours.
No, but yes, we always welcome families here.
No, it's good
Wherever
to know
possible,
because we
yes.
have a lot of people
Yeah.
with children who follow our YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's good to say that families are welcome.
Yeah. So we had a couple of ladies in 2018. They were coming here to have their hen.
Oh yeah,
part.
the hen party.
So it
yeah,
was amazing. They were so happy.
I can imagine.
We had a brunch
this
for
is,
them.
Your venue. Wow.
So now nothing happened here.
Stunning.
But this year we'll have 3 weddings in summer.
Amazing.
They were actually from last year, but they
yeah,
have
they
to,
got cancelled. Yeah.
Yeah. So here the space is always,
stunning.
you can decide the decor and how you want the tables and whatever. Actually, those were here because before the last close down, we were having the tastings here. And because people need to be separated and all that, so we had...
Oh, you had the,
Yeah, so
spaced
that
out.
they could and not be close to
This
each
is
other.
amazing. I want to get married again.
So here we can see our properties.
Oh, this is just, oh my gosh.
So
This is
here on the right
incredible.
side, all this new part until those trees there. So
Oh yes?
from this side here, it's our vineyard, and from the trees on the right, it's from our colleagues from Adega Mine.
Okay.
Okay, so from here goes until that wood, until the river downstairs, and that new part is also ours. And then here on this side, just there's a small river. So on the other side of the river, it's not from us; it's from other
From
property
another
there.
property.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I feel so lucky.
So here is a bit hot, actually.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, it
inside.
is. So beautiful.
So we can go upstairs because we have a rooftop also.
Oh. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to get me out of here.
So we'll just go upstairs.
Wow.
So over there we have the
Amazing.
bar. So whenever that's a wedding, but we want to rest a bit
yeah,
here.
you can have a drink and then...
And we always had the building in a way that you can see what's happening inside. So
Yeah,
if
so
we
it's
are open
completely
here,
open.
yeah, so nothing to hide. So
This is nice. And the kitchen and...
So we have not our bottling line here yet. We are doing it with a partner, but it will be here. So in some, I don't know, few years, this will be actually the area where we have all the bottles.
Your own bottles.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So we actually now we take the wine to one
be
of
bottled.
our... Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We take the wine, the cork, and the glass,
Yeah.
and it's all pasteurized and done.
So is the plan eventually that you will also do the cork and the bottles?
Yes, we'll do the bottles here. Instead of taking the wine to our partner, it will be done here all by us. Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to marry you again?
Yes.
Oh, no.
You said after 5 years you didn't.
So nothing of this now is alive, right? So
it's amazing.
we had some
Oh my
wedding
gosh.
ceremonies here.
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
the venue downstairs.
Yes. Yes. This is so amazing. Oh my goodness.
One of before we had the reserve for Mr. José Constantino birthday, the year before we had it a drone filming all his properties because his properties from the ground, but not from the air. So it was really, almost with tears on his
Yeah,
eyes,
seeing everything.
and he knew like,
He's,
this is mine,
Oh,
and you know, because
wow.
he knew it like a map.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was nice to
That's
see.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's all his accomplishments. So
Those tanks there that are now the buffet tables, those used to be on the vineyards. People would just cut the grapes and just dump inside, and then it would be brought to the winery by horses or by cows. And this was replaced by the tractor, you know. So we call it tinas. So those are tinas. And you almost don't get those now. They had ones from metal, but so we decided that
nice to preserve
So
nice.
They turned into buffet tables.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
All that pieces of furniture is from the manor house that we have there, but it's not. It will be the next step of the family that will be there. I don't know, like a rural tourism for staying. Yeah. So because the house is being recovered, so we brought the.
You have pieces here.
So they are well taken care.
Yeah, they look incredible. Absolutely
so this was
beautiful.
actually the family dinner table.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
so
I love all of this. It's like being in a museum as well as a winery, huh?
Yeah. So just
take some pictures here as well.
Well,
wow, I love the bottles as well. They're so nice. Face more in one direction.
Oh, there's one missing.
If you don't like it, so you
if I don't like it, I won't. I don't need this. Amazing.
Yeah, that's Casal do Val. So the whites are from there. The grapes are from there. That's a property. So that white building is actually the cellar that is on the picture.
Oh, okay.
So it's all the vineyards, is that in the same, like connected, or is it spread over?
Well, they are not connected. They are spread because we are on the north side of the parish and Casal do Val is on the other end. Okay. So it's all in the same parish, but they are not connected.
Okay.
This is the cutting season. So, say this is a family business. It started in 2004 because from 1980 until 2004 we were under the name of Mr. José Constantino. After that, we decided that it was better to have a company and not just under his name. So they bought Quinta da Almiara and they decided to name the business Quinta da Almiara S.A. So that's what's said there. So during cutting season we have around 20 workers that are not working with us all year round. It's just seasonal workers because it has to be done by hand. So it's the only process that is entirely made by men. And every year it's been difficult because it's, it's a work that young generations are not willing to take. But
it's
here,
not fun for them, yeah.
But we have seen here that we just have 2 workers, the ones that work with us every year, so the workers from Quinta da Almiara. Only 2 of them are above 50. All the others are around. All the others are just from 21 to 26. So it's boys that they had high school in a farming school, and then they come as a trainees and they stay. So we had a partnership with an agricultural school here in Torres Vedras, and also a college in Santarém. So we always allow people to come and have an internship with us.
Yeah, that's great.
So, and it's, well, they say that it's better to be in a tractor fully covered with air conditioning and radio and being outside than being in an office all day.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is their explanation.
It's so good.
And they really like machines, and when it's harvesting season, have you seen a machine doing the harvest? It's, you know, Transformers is as if you have a transformer.
Wow.
Let me just introduce you to Portas do Val. So, as I told you, Portas do Val, Casal do Val is the name of the property, so Portas do Val is like the gate of the property. And actually, this is nothing that was designed. So, those elements, they exist on the property. So, this is the gate of the property. If you go there, it's the gate where we went. And here we have the logo of the family that was there before us. So it was a way of homage them. And here we have Fernão Pires, the Portuguese variety. So I'm giving you two different ways of presenting the same grape. So here it's Fernão Pires, a bit more, so if you want to see the name, is actually here. So Fernão Pires, you need to try it.
Okay.
So
Fernão
Pires.
Fernão Pires.
So another two different new words, right?
You're adding up.
So now you can, you know, look good and go to the winery and say, I want Fernão Pires.
Yes. I'm fully Portuguese now.
So the difference. So you will notice the difference between them is that the first one is a bit more floral, a bit more fruity, and this is actually a bit more dry as a white wine, and also fruity. You will see, and let me know which one you like the best. So this one, they are both 13% of alcohol. So this one is from last harvest, 2020, and this is from 2009. You may notice that maybe you were expecting for a light pale white. The reason is that we are not using any animal or egg protein. So most producers, they add animal or egg protein to make the whites clear. So here what happens is that with time goes by, you get the natural oxidation from the grapes. So so nothing is added to our wines.
Good.
Okay.
It's the purest.
Pure.
Yeah. So that's it. So have a try and see how it goes. Have you ever tried that Portuguese variety or not? No. So here, usually Fernão Pires is used as a complement or as a base for a blend. They used to have Fernão Pires with Alvarinho, with Viozinho. Those are also white varieties. But here we actually believe in Fernão Pires alone, and it's really nice. Should be alone, yeah. Because if you ask someone, they'll say, "Oh, Fernão Pires, it's a lower variety, you know." But we have it, and we think that it works good, and we like it. So,
and what would you typically recommend? What kind of food would you have?
Well, it goes nicely with bacalhau, yeah, but it goes really nice with chicken or turkey, you know. My kids love turkey, so we have turkey a lot, and I like to pair them. And well, sometimes with some, you know, a bit more red meat, but not as cooked. I don't know how to explain it. A bit more,
some more rare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, which ones should just dive in?
Well, I'm waiting for you. How is it?
How is it? I tried it. Salud.
Yeah.
We drinking the same?
I hope so.
It's
No,
been a while.
you are having the second one. She's having. Oh yeah, both the second.
we're having
Yeah.
We never started with the first.
Yeah. Oh, it's. You can try either way because
And
it's
what's the
different.
best way? You have to teach us here. We're not wine experts.
So I like to first to have a
have
the
a smell, to get the aroma.
Yeah, just to let your brain know that you are just having something, and then I have a difficulty and to understand by the smell which grape it reminds me, which fruit it reminds me. This is more for the winemaker because she can exactly say what it is. Yes, it's amazing
So
when you
clever.
learn about it.
Yeah.
And then actually the first sip, I just had it all over my mouth, so that you have all all of your tongue understanding what it's best. And then after a while, you just have it. So it's supposed, when you actually have drunk it, it's supposed to stay all the good flavors in your mouth.
It does, yeah. The mouth and the throat and and it's been a while since we've had so I think it's that too.
Have a good flavor though.
This would, I can imagine this with a nice bacalao. I can imagine
and
it
if
would
you
go
go
very
and
well.
if you go near the sea, of course, seafood. So I like it a lot with octopus also.
Oh yes.
Have you tried polvo alagareiro? So we haven't had the chance because all the restaurants have been closed.
No,
but around here, if you go to a restaurant, they have octopus, what we will be translated in polvo alagareiro. So it's a way of presenting it. So it's grilled octopus. With small roasted potatoes, but it's roasted on. It's not on the oven; it's on the fire.
Oh wow!
So and it's a lot of garlic. So if you don't like garlic, so
we love garlic.
So and olive oil. So all the best. So garlic and olive oil.
Yeah,
you're sold.
Sold. Yeah, sold for sure. This is so good.
So.
Oh, I've got here. Are you ready for the second?
I'm always ready.
You should be joining us.
Oh no! I'm working. I'm working. I'm trying.
Working is you work with wine. I mean,
Quality control.
Well, when I left Lisbon, and I was like, Facebook my friends with coffee on the balcony, and they say like, oh my gosh, where are you? And I say, I'm just 30 minutes away from you guys. And then I was like, well, today I'm having reserve for lunch, and say, what are you doing? It's lunchtime. I say, well, it's here. We need to try it to see if it's okay. So
it's a great job. It's a great job.
So
Are we saying that before every?
Yeah. We have to have good health.
Okay. Yes.
that one was our last label to be introduced. So we want something a bit lighter than the first one. And
the first one is more dominating.
Yeah. So even if it's the same grapes, she could actually.
Wow, it's quite different.
Yeah.
From
so
the same
grapes. She actually played a bit with acidity, so it has a bit of a different acidity from the other one. So for me, this is my favorite one. So
I actually was going to say this is out of the two my
the
favorite.
first year that we had it, so all the ladies were coming here for getting bottles of white Portas do Val. So it is really a nice.
They smell very similar, but the taste is very different.
Very different,
Yeah.
So you say that it's about the acidity, which is what makes the difference
between them.
In
this
the
is a bit
taste.
more dry, So here we actually made it. She made it a bit lighter. I don't know, almost as if it was a vinho leve. So have you heard of vinho leve? So it's not so alcoholic wine. but it's the same grade here, so she managed to get it differently.
Is that something that's done in the grapes, or is it something that's done in the process afterwards?
In the process afterwards.
Okay.
The fermentation, it's a fermentation.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my...
Have you found a favourite?
Yeah, this is my favourite. So let's show the bottle of the favourite.
This one.
How can you say it's a favourite when you've only had two?
Well, it's the favourite out of the two... Oh, careful, you already had two.
No. Just get this one also, so they can start breathing a bit. So let me just pour the red so they can actually breathe a bit.
Sure.
While we... So here we have Syrah. Just Syrah. Let me go on this side here. So this is from 2018.
Okay.
And now the Portuguese Turiga Nacional. Yeah, that's the right way to start.
Yes.
So the one that you are having now is 13.5%,
Okay.
and the other one is 14. So we should, you know,
Yes, you should always start low and build. Okay.
Or
now
just-
we know. You have to build your level of...
You have to test your ability. Skål. Very good.
easy, right?
Yeah, a bit too easy. It's a bit too easy.
It's easier than yourself.
So
This-
I would say that actually I don't need food for that one, you
Yeah,
know?
no, you don't. You don't need food. You're so right.
Sometimes you just have it before, while you are preparing your meal, right?
While
it-
cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You libations before cooking. This is a great cooking wine to, you know, prepare yourself for the next course of wine.
Yeah.
I think it's fully qualified.
Maybe it's because you are also familiar with Syrah, so it's a more international variety. People are more used to it. Well,
So good.
yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
and she never liked red wine.
Oh,
Well, it's not that I don't like it, but I'm much more discerning when it comes to red wine. So there's not many red wines that, you know, I love. So this is a new addition to my red wine list. It's amazing.
oh, nice.
And which one was that?
So Portas do Val also.
Yeah, this is so good. I'm very good at describing the flavours because I think people would want to know more about the flavour, but it's so...
Well, they have to come here for it.
Oh, you wanna? Well, we can say what
How do I
everybody
describe-
says. You know, it's blackberries, it's cherries. Okay,
Berries, cherries.
to be honest, I can't find any of those inside a glass.
Yeah.
I always tell the winemaker, because when we are having the white, she says, "Oh, if you try harder, you can actually feel the salt of the ocean." I say, "Oh, gosh."
Wow, this is really
Well,
deep. This
And
is-
because she says it's true. If you try a white from here, this region, and if you try a white from Alentejo, you won't get the same flavors. And I said, well, I can't do that because I'm not that you know, trained.
Yes, yeah, you have, it's almost like you need to
Yeah, you have to
train
have,
your senses,
yeah, and
yeah.
be looking for something before you actually try it.
Yes, yeah.
And I told them that I'm really happy just because I like what I'm drinking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same.
And I'm not a professional, you know.
Sommelier.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I actually, I get surprised, but what they can actually taste, and
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I cannot do that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also because I've started drink wine 4 years ago, so
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't had
Oh,
a
you didn't have wine before?
No,
Really?
not me, not Marcia. So it has been a really, you know,
It's a
learning.
journey, yeah.
Learning.
Wow.
But for instance, the last one that we learned it because we heard so many people talking about Pinot Noir because it's amazing. And when we started, we thought it was completely different from our wines. You know, ours are a bit more fully bodied, full mouth, and with Pinot Noir we were like, there's something missing. Well, we were used to those ones, you know, so it was nice, but it was not good, you know, it was nice.
Yeah.
Because we were used to those a bit stronger, if I may say,
Yes,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the flavor is a little bit, I wouldn't say with dominating, but just more full.
Yeah.
Like wider than a Pinot Noir.
Yeah, yeah. So it's stronger. I don't know how to explain that,
Yeah.
but you get a lot of the
Yeah.
same senses, you
Yeah.
know, as if you have it all working.
It's like a party in the mouth.
Yeah. Oh, that's so poetic.
Yeah. There's a party going on.
Is the red, is that also the same grape?
No. So the second one, so this is the name of the grape, which is Turiga Nacional, and this is a Portuguese variety. So its origin from Portugal, and it's a more dominant variety. It's a more strong flavor. It has more tannins. So when we get it inside your mouth, we'll see that it behaves completely different from the Syrah. For me, it's stronger, and for that one, I need to have food to parry with that. So I found out that it goes nicely with dark chocolate, for instance, as a dessert. Goes really nice. And also with pastel de feijão, so the traditional sweet from Torres Vedras.
I like to.
It's even more dominating, isn't it?
And I need to warn you, because they say, for Turiga Nacional, or you love it or you hate it.
Oh. Let's see. Let's see if you love it or hate it.
So don't feel the pressure.
Okay, you go first.
It's black or red, we just have to put
You go first.
So I would.
So feel free.
It's good,
I actually enjoy it.
but it's much more powerful.
So they say that the difference is that once you had the zip, it stays longer in your mouth. So it's a bit more, you know, delayed, all the flavors still here.
It's really good.
This was the one that I had more difficult in understanding. You know, it was stronger for me, but then I had, so what we have inside the Reserva is the same, but this one we actually, it was 6 months in oak. So it's the only one that we have with oak.
Okay.
So it behaves completely different.
Okay.
So it has the tannins a bit more soft. I couldn't get that a bit of a dryness inside the mouth. So I moved.
How long does it stay within the oak?
So this one just 6 months. So all the others, except the whites. The white is just from last harvest, right? So, but the reds, they always stay inside the stainless steel tank for 1.5 years, and then.
It's a long time.
Yeah, and then we bottled it. So this one was the same, but it was around 6. It was not entirely 6 months. It was around 6 months in oak. Okay. So just it was like you know, let's try it because we haven't done it, and it was a massive work, and
Like with
we
the rum.
understood some you know, difficulties, that is to have all the accompanying all the process of the having that, but it became really nice, so it's nice. I'll just pour a bit for you.
Okay.
I'm putting this. So.
Wow.
Like this. So it's the same year, it's the same grape,
Okay.
but with a different aging process.
Okay. Same
So
year,
see if
same
we
year,
can
same
smell that
grape, different aging process. Okay.
So definitely smell the oak.
Oh.
It's the same
Just
oak
the
smell as
smell.
from the rum. Remember? It has that dark rum smell.
You've got that tangy sensation.
Yeah.
It's the first red wine I've had that tastes like.
Reminds you of rum.
Yeah, because it have all the taste features of the dark rum.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think my favourite, I will say, is
It's Syrah.
my favourite.
My favorite is definitely either the second one, the dominating wine.
White,
wine.
yeah.
one.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
this,
the second
okay,
white,
yeah.
yeah.
Or the one that reminds me of the dark rum.
This is so smooth. It goes, oh, it's just,
It suits your body.
yeah.
Easy to go.
I need an IV with this.
We can solve that afterwards. When it have had a different process, does that change like how many percent of alcohol it is, or is that the same?
No, it's just one. This one was not in oak at any time, and that's the
Okay,
only
that's
difference
the
in
only
the process.
difference. Okay.
Yes.
So it's just the flavour that's.
What is the what is the reason of some wines are like 10%, some wines are 14%? What is that the type of grape?
makes a
or-
wine?
It's when you are harvesting. That's what I was telling you before. So this is the grade of sugar per alcohol per sugar that percentage of the grape had at that time.
Okay.
So if you wanna have a greater alcohol like 14, or you need to have the grapes outside for more time in the sun, so that can reach higher grades. Because during the fermentation, they can also get a alpha grade or something, but usually it already comes with the grapes. So we haven't talked about the prices, but have you seen? So.
No,
all the
please.
Portage Duval, so your reds, favorite reds, and the white, we have the same price for red or whites under the same label.
Okay.
So the Portage Duval is €3.20 per bottle.
Wow.
And then we have Quinta da Almiara, so those are €4.70.
How?
So that's the truth.
So the most expensive one is
Is the Reserva.
$5.
No, this one is our expensive one, and it's
How much
14 and a half.
That's what a cheap bottle of wine would cost in the UK.
I told you before. Don't let the price foolish you, you know.
Muito obrigada. It was amazing. Thank you for the wine tour and great personality and everything. It's been great.
Obrigada, see you next time.
See you next time. You know, we're going to come back.
Yeah.
For sure.
We definitely need to come back so also we can see the
I want to see more of the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the best time is September.
Yes.
So any
So-
day of September, just come in.
we're going to come back with family and with friends also just to do the tour again with more wine. So nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming. Bye.